Hello again from CMR Video Magazine. This edition features one very familiar face, as well as an exciting new project that is sure to turn some heads and make a substantial mark on Christian music. Lanny Cordola needs very little introduction. Voted Christian rock's #1 guitarist and serving as Magdalene's lead guitarist, this virtuoso's latest project takes us beyond the typical rock guitar album by featuring 4 vocal songs, including John Gibson singing the first single, It Won't Be Long Till Paradise. Lanny's jazz and blues influences are very evident on this recording. The overwhelming success of Magdalene's first album, along with Lanny's chart-topping first solo album, have put him in a perfect position for this first effort on the newly formed rock label ERG. Of Riffs and Symphonies is by far Lanny's best work to date. We had the chance to speak with Lanny while in the studio mixing his record.
Hi, I'm Lanny Cordola, and that was a little excerpt from a tune from my new album of Riffs and Symphonies called Lo, I Be With You Always. It's an old Reverend Gary Davis traditional tune that I picked up on and did it with a friend of mine, Brett Taylor, and Tim Hines, and it's one of the 14 tunes on the new record. Well, one of the exciting things about doing this new record on ERG is working with my good friend John Gibson. We did a song called Won't Be Long Till Paradise, which is an original piece. It's kind of in the style of some of the 40s gospel stuff like Mahalia Jackson and Ray Charles, and some of the great gospel kind of sounds that came out of that era. And he's such a voice for that kind of tune. Also, I got to work with Greg and Matt Bissonette, bass player and drummer that played with a lot of different people from Maynard Ferguson and David Lee Roth to Joe Satriani, so it was great working with them. And Phil Bardowell was another singer on the record, James Christian, my old singer from House of Lords, and Brett Taylor was another singer on the record that really helped fill out the album with the 4 vocals and the 8 instrumentals that are on the record. Another reason this record's real special to me is I got to dedicate it to my mom, who's been a real major guiding point for me, and a well-deserved dedication. Also, was a song on the record named after my grandma, who I call Nan, because as a child I could never pronounce grandma, and I still have a hard time, kind of. And so that's why I call her Nan, and so that tune was real special for her. And really my whole family, this record kind of goes out to all of them, because they've all really been really great and supportive to me and throughout the years. Some of the songs on the new record, Won't Be Long Till Paradise with John Gibson, Lo, I Be With You Always, which is sung by Brett Taylor, the old Reverend Gary Davis traditional gospel tune, and kind of the antithesis, if I can say that word properly, to those tunes are more of the prophetic, kind of ominous kind of tunes of what's to come. A song called The Revelation, which is James Christian sang that one, and then Phil Bardowell sang a song called The Real Thing, which is kind of a satire on what people do to try to find the Lord when it's right there in front of your eyes.
We'll be alright, 'cause I know the tears of a child won't go in vain, and that long lost love that you thought would never come won't be long, no, no, to paradise. Far from grace, who's gonna save you when you leave this place? The real thing, the real thing, you're the real thing. Nobody else is what you do.
Up next, I'm real excited about some new stuff that's coming up. Silent War, which is a concept album that I've been working on for the last 2 years, has led me to talk to people like Chuck Missler, Hal Lindsey, Grant Jeffrey, that are just amazing Bible expositors and that are really geared for prophecy. So that's basically what the record is about, is current events and prophecy and how they're combining and colliding as we speak. After that is the next Magdalene record, which will be a lot of fun for those of you who enjoyed the first one. This one will be, the next step and beyond. I'd like to close by thanking the people at ERG, Robert, Biff, Ray-Jean, Charlie, and Kay for really helping make this thing go great. And but I'd like to thank God for giving me the inspiration to use this thing called music to help me communicate, my feelings and my, desires and hopes to the people that are interested in hearing it. So, until we meet again, thanks.
Lanny's record and handsome counter display are available through Brentwood Music. Psycho, standing for the synth-sonic Christian order, is the most exciting thing to happen in Christian techno-industrial music. This first effort is a collaboration from the world's top names in this field of music and is based on the 10 Commandments, hence the title, Command. Vice President of Essential Record Group, Robert Beeson, says this music isn't for everyone, but it is one of the fastest growing music trends of the 90s. Young people can identify with the rhythms and energy and have fun with this record while taking in ancient truths. It is the most current and fastest selling new music format in the world.
Love thy neighbor as thyself.
Welcome, neighbor. Speaking and thinking about Moses, he was like a figure on God's hand, man. That's what the Bible told us. Another play in the game, yo. He was chosen, he rose, and free is your shame. So they couldn't fade him, though, cause he hid for 90 days in the basket where he laid. I guess I must confess the man was blessed, and the rest is just the way history was made.
Command, along with an eye-catching shelf talker, are available through Brentwood Music. Once again, we hope these few minutes have proved informative and let you know a little more about the artist you sell. Look for our next issue featuring chart-topping Utanda, as well as a husband-wife group called Dream of Eden. Until then, this is CMR Video Magazine.